If you haven't got money, you don't have access to education.
Excuse me, sir. Excuse me, miss. What do you think is the meaning of good education?
Okay, so I'm a school teacher. So I teach primary, right through, and I've done vocational education, so not uni, but TAFE. What makes good education would be, I think, a holistic approach to education. So not talking just about numbers and maths and English, but talking about the whole social, emotional, and building good citizens.
Yes. As a teacher, what do you think is the meaning of elite education?
I definitely builds that bridge. I don't think it builds a bridge. I think it defines and separates people more. That elite education, lots of people don't get access to good education. So if we're looking at elite education, we're looking at money. And if you haven't got money, you don't have access to education.
So how would you define it? Only about money?
Probably. Money creates opportunities. So opportunities for sports, our children do sports because we're able to fund that. So that builds good character, that builds, being able to work in a team, it builds those skills. Yeah, competitiveness, it builds, that time management to be able to do their education as well as their sports. And if you don't have that money to give those children those opportunities, it does make it harder.
Not impossible, but definitely make it harder.
And therefore they can't then reach those elite education goals for university and, moving on from that.
And then, like I said, especially in America, I know, what college you go to and stuff, people will see a resume with your history on it and see the good schools, and then obviously you'll get more chance of getting an opportunity to even have an interview, having that better school than going to a public school. So
you still need that piece of paper to get a lot of jobs these days.
When it comes to the self-growth, which trait do you believe is the most important?
Today's society, I think resilience is very important. Resilience and learning to stand up for themselves and just be confident in who they are is very important.
So when you get knocked down or you get rejected, that resilience to be able to take that opportunity and take the next opportunity and not just give up.
Yeah. Or is there any lesson that you have learned from your parents?
Just work hard and try to be a little bit conservative, but obviously you still got to take some risks here and there with money and buying houses and property and stuff like that to get that next level. If you're too conservative, it can go the other way and just live at a flat level your whole life. So finding that right balance between.
So we teach our children that you work hard, but you play hard. You get to holiday, you get to do these things, but it doesn't just get given to you. So we make them work for things too.
What is your industry, sir?
It's a small business that does fire and electrical safety. So we do fire extinguisher servicing and emergency lights and test and tag electrical stuff. I don't think you do much of it in America, but being good to your customers, so your customers, word of mouth. I don't do any marketing or anything, but I've picked up a lot of customers just from word of mouth and good references from my customers that will say that I'm good and pass it on to another business that they know. So I think just looking after your customers and just being down to earth and treating them all like individual, they're all small business owners as well. Generally, I deal with business owners. So just having that small business feel
relationship,
and relating to that other small business is very important. Once the companies grow too much and you've got employees that are looking after people, then they don't get that kind of service. Word of mouth is the best type of marketing you can have.
To be a good giver, to be a good servant.
All that's right. Yeah, just the communication and organised.
Being organised is a good one.
Yeah.
If you want to share one quote with the younger generation, what would it be?
I think initially, live within your means initially. Don't want to grow too fast and get into a lot of debt. Stay away from credit cards as long as you can. Try and get in the house market as quickly as you can. So keep going up, prices keep going up. So
is listen to understand, not to respond. So listening to understand what they're talking about. So not when you're listening to someone, not thinking about how you're going to respond to fix it or how to what they want to hear. So when someone's telling you something or someone's communicating with you, that you're just listening to hear what they're saying. You're not constantly thinking, okay, what do I need to respond with? What do they need me to say? What are they expecting? Or what's the right thing to say in this? Listening and being in silence with someone is sometimes all they need.
Because silence is a good. Thank you so much.
No worries.
If you're a younger parent and if you are taking care of your children, probably this video is really good for you. So this is Jackson, and I'll see you next time. I hope you can keep following me. I'm about to share something more meaningful with you guys. Let's keep going forward. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.